Imagine this: a sun-soaked Fiji villa, steamy romances, and a $100,000 prize on the line. Love Island USA Season 7 is serving drama hotter than a tropical heatwave, until one contestant's past ignites a firestorm that burns her reality TV dreams to ashes. Cierra Ortega, a 25-year-old Instagram influencer with $1 million smile, was a fan favorite poised to dominate the villa. But in a single weekend, she went from Villa Vixen to public enemy #1, kicked out amid a racism scandal that's tearing the internet apart. Buckle up. This story is a wild ride of betrayal, backlash, and a desperate plea for redemption. Who, what, where, why it matters. On Sunday, July 6, 2025, Love Island USA dropped a bombshell 16 minutes into episode 30. Narrator Ian Sterling's voice cut through the Fiji paradise like a knife. Cierra has left the villa due to a personal situation, leaving Nick officially single. No goodbye scene, no explanation, just gone. Cierra Ortega, the Los Angeles content creator who'd been turning heads since day one, was out, leaving her exclusive partner, Nick Van Steenbergen, stunned. "My mind was clear. I knew what the future would look like, and now I'm lost," Nick confessed to fellow Islander Ace Green, his voice cracking with confusion. But the real drama wasn't in the villa, it was raging online. Days before her exit, fans unearthed two damning social media posts. In January 2015, a 15-year-old Cierra allegedly used a racial slur against Asian people to describe her smile in an Instagram post. Then, in February 2023, at 23, she reportedly repeated the slur in a TikTok video about her Botox treatments, saying it gave her a snatched look to fix her chinky eyes. The post spread like wildfire across Reddit, TikTok, and X, sparking outrage. Within 48 hours, Cierra lost over 200,000 Instagram followers, plummeting from nearly 1 million to 726,000. A Change.org petition titled "Send Cierra Home #StopAsianHate" racked up 17,000 signatures, demanding her removal. The backlash wasn't just about words, it was about a pattern of privilege and a platform that fans felt she didn't deserve. Why does this matter? Love Island USA isn't just a guilty pleasure, it's a cultural mirror. With millions streaming on Peacock, the show shapes trends, influencers, and conversations. When a contestant like Cierra, a bombshell who'd been a frontrunner for the $100,000 prize, is exposed for casual racism, it forces us to confront uncomfortable truths about accountability, forgiveness, and the internet's unrelenting wrath. This isn't the first scandal this season. Contestant Yulisa Escobar was booted in episode 2 for using the N-word on old podcasts, but Cierra's exit feels bigger, messier, and more divisive. Quotes, media fallout, social media reactions. Picture the scene. Cierra's Instagram, once a glossy feed of bikini shots and villa flirtations, is now a ghost town. Her friend managing the account quits, overwhelmed by the hate. Then, late Sunday night, a raw statement appears on her Instagram stories, posted by her parents. As Cierra's parents, this has been one of the most painful weeks of our lives, they write. We've seen the posts, the headlines, the hurt, and the hate. And while Cierra hasn't seen any of it yet, we have. The threats, the cruel messages, the attacks on her family, her friends, even her supporters. It's heartbreaking. We're not here to justify or ignore what surfaced. We understand why people are upset, and we know accountability matters. But what's happening online right now has gone far beyond that. They plead for compassion, patience, and basic human decency, insisting Cierra will face this with honesty, growth, and grace when she's ready. The media pounces. People breaks the story, detailing the 2015 and 2023 posts and Cierra's follower freefall. Variety calls it a bombshell exit, while the Washington Post notes crowds at viewing parties erupting in cheers when her departure was announced. Daily Mail dives into backstage drama, quoting unnamed sources claiming producers were furious at the scandal but felt pressured to act after Yulisa's swift removal set a precedent. Forbes reports fans flooding Love Island's Instagram with comments like, "The hypocrisy of removing Yulisa but not Cierra," racking up 10,000 likes. Meanwhile, BBC and USA Today highlight the broader conversation about anti-Asian racism, with ex-users lamenting, racism towards Asians will never be taken seriously. Social media is a battlefield. On TikTok, Asian creators like Hannah Sophia Kim, who once recreated Cierra's makeup looks, voice their pain. It's offensive to compare your biggest insecurity to an entire race, Kim says, her video racking up millions of views. On X, #SierraOut and #DumpSierra trend, with posts like, "If we kicked Yulisa out for a slur, why should Cierra be treated different?" going viral. But not everyone's celebrating. Some fans on Reddit defend Cierra, arguing the 2015 post was a teenage mistake and the backlash has turned into bullying. "She's getting death threats. How is that justice?" one user writes. Others point to a 2023 DM where Cierra responded to a follower calling out the slur with, "Oh man, thankfully that's not how I used it," suggesting she didn't grasp the word's weight. Former Islander Belle-A Walker, a first-generation Asian American dumped after Cierra's arrival, delivers a gut-punch statement on Instagram stories. "When I first saw what my fellow Islander said, I was incredibly heartbroken," she writes. Asian hate is oftentimes overlooked and dismissed, but I've personally witnessed how real and hurtful comments like these are. I'm deeply appreciative of the producers for taking a stand. Yet, she adds a twist. "I don't condone bigotry or racism, but I also don't condone hate. Please think twice before leaving unkind comments." Her words spark debate. Some praise her grace, others call her too soft. Host Ariana Madix, caught in the crossfire, likes TikTok comments defending her, like, "How is Cierra saying a slur Ariana's fault?" But Peacock stays silent, fueling speculation about whether Cierra's exit was voluntary or a producer-enforced eviction. Past behaviors, background, and the bigger picture. Cierra wasn't just any contestant. She was a Love Island powerhouse. Entering as a bombshell, she turned heads, coupled up with Nick, and became the first pair to close off exclusively. Her Instagram, boasting 921,000 followers at its peak, painted her as a glamorous influencer with a knack for viral content. But her past posts reveal a blind spot. The 2015 slur at 15 could be chalked up to youthful ignorance, but the 2023 post, at 23, feels deliberate, especially after a 2023 DM showed her dismissing a fan's warning. Screenshots from January 2024 suggest she reposted the same offensive story, doubling down. This isn't Love Island's first rodeo with racism scandals. Yulisa Escobar's exit in episode 2 set a zero-tolerance tone after her podcast clip surfaced.